Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. So, I did a coffee, of course. Too much, I got all that strawberry, so I'm not going to do the yogurt. Not with all that. So, Mom, I called this a Western, but she'd argue. She'd call it a Dagwood sandwich, but I think Dagwood had tomato. That's the difference. I put egg, onion, ham, and then I put cheese sliced on the toast and ketchup and margarine, of course. But I think the Dagwood sandwich is everything, but you don't put ketchup, you put tomato on it. Which, I had tomato, but I didn't bother because I have a tomato sandwich at lunch. But I think that's the difference between the Dagwood and the Western. And then with or without the cheese. One is a southern and one's, I don't know. One's a southern, or what is that? Not the cheese. I think maybe the onion. I don't know. But I usually don't put the cheese on it, but I have to put onion. Cut up the little slice of ham and but I felt like having cheese today. Not that crappy Tim Hortons cheese. Oh my gosh. They gotta be using that cheap cheese that I got at the, and I forgot, I got it a couple times there at Giant Tiger. You could try to make a grilled cheese sandwich. The thing wouldn't melt. You could burn the bread and it wouldn't melt. But processed cheese slice, you know how you get those little shorts or whatever on YouTube or whatever? I don't think it's Instagram, is it? It's just little shorts. I don't have Instagram, and I don't think I've been on it. But anyway, I think to be on it, you have to sign up or something, eh? Anyways, it's a processed cheese, like the cheese slices. There's one ingredient away from being plastic or something. But all, and that, and I think they still sell it too at Giant Tiger. That sliced cheese, it's almost there. When he said that, I believed him. You know how you get morons on there, or they claim this and claim that, but when I heard him say that, I said keep them away from friggin' giant tiger cheese because he'd freak out. Talking about all that. Just a little bit, but the one that stood out to me was a cheese slice. So the other shit he was talking about probably was true too, because I think that was the last one. I would have paid more attention if it would have been the first one. I thought he was just talking nonsense, right? But I slid up and then slid back, tried to get him back, and I couldn't. I wanted to hear the beginning of it. But what they're putting in our food and everything, sprays and hormone shots to the chickens and everything to make them grow big fast so they can sell them, and cows to produce more milk, and everything is more, right? More, make more money. Anyway, battle on about. Because I remember, I think it was W5 or one of them things, a long time ago. I think I was with Jim, we were watching it, and they showed an ordinary, they had 2 chickens, and they left them alone, and then one, they pumped them up with these hormones and whatever they do, that we eat. In 3 months, that chicken with the hormones was like this, and the other one was normal size. Like it was 3 times the size, the amount. That one was ready to go. Because I know at Victory, down home now, he buys everything local. If he can. The farmers and the everything. The dairy. At one time, because they sold it a couple times, so I don't know how it is now, but back then we had a farmer's market, and before at 6 o'clock in the morning it opened, they'd go into Victory and make sure they did their order. All local, all around. Cost a little more, but man, sure tastes different. Anyway, what was I? Oh, what was I going to say? So he used to get these whole chickens that he called roasters. Now this chicken was big as a turkey. So it would fool you, because after you cook it like a turkey, and I used to put stuffing and all that, it looks so big like a turkey that you would think when you take a bite it's going to taste like turkey, but it's chicken. But they must have pumped them up with hormones to have a chicken that big. Well, I ate almost all, and the backup. I did 2 eggs. It was too big for the sandwich, so I had the backup on the side. Yeah, I figured I'd be full. I haven't had one of them sandwiches for a while. I don't know why the restaurant don't come up with, because they got Taco Tuesdays and all this bullcrap. The bars, like the taverns, and especially in Edmonton, but here too, you got a couple of them. Couple bars, and they should have Western Wednesdays. These people in Alberta, they want to be Texan, so they were Western, and we are West, but they sell like crazy. Do homemade bread, cut it nice and thick. You only really, the 2 eggs. Cut the ham, you gotta cut the ham really small. Really tiny, tiny, tiny pieces. And onions in tiny, tiny, tiny pieces. You do the cheese and the ketchup and have a sandwich like this, right? You can do a third. Or you did 2 eggs. Put your butter in. You can even cut the cheese in half, the cheese slice, and put one, and have it like a double-decker even. That would be an idea. Double-decker. And a whole shitload of fries. They would sell once a week. Can't get it during the week at all. Once a week. Western Wednesday. It's like, well, I didn't get chicken bones this year, but like banana bread and that, I only eat it at Christmas. You eat it all the time, then you're not going to look forward to it, right? I tell you. Western Wednesdays. I would definitely. Where it has eggs and everything, you could offer it, not fried, but homemade hash brown, and have it the whole day from 10 until closing. I'd say 10 to 10. They can have it for breakfast, they can have it for dinner or lunch, and they can have it for supper. Yeah. Down home we always called it breakfast, dinner, and supper. We didn't have no lunch. Breakfast, dinner, and supper. That's in our small town. Then moved up to Fredericton. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. My dinner's at 12 o'clock, not 5, 6 o'clock, see. Who was it? Someone wanted me to meet them for dinner. I was at the restaurant waiting, I called. I said, I'm waiting at the restaurant, it's dinner. They said, no, it's lunch. I never heard tell, well, I heard tell lunch and lunch break and whatnot, but I said, well, we'll have to make another day because I already ordered my dinner. I wasn't going to go back at 5, 6 o'clock. Breakfast, dinner, and supper. Now I call it breakfast, lunch, and dinner or supper, but then there's no confusion if I keep the dinner out of it. A lot of people know supper is supper time. They know it's not lunch, or that's what I started calling it. Breakfast, lunch, and supper. Excuse me. Oh my word. Yeah, so that's it. Vonda must be up getting ready. Ian's gonna pick up. Leah's, it's cold. She can walk back though. It's not, from there to there. Yesterday morning was really cold, so. Anyhow, you guys all have a good day and stay safe, and it's cigarette time.